Hey, folks, welcome to the Triple T for Knife Makers podcast. I am your host, Dennis Tyrell of Tyrell Knifeworks, and my other host, Jerid Sandoval from Echo Blades. And I am here to restore some adult supervision to the podcast after the shenanigans from last week. I don't know what to do with you guys. Yeah, that's you.
What is up, everybody? How are you doing?
You made it without me. You figured out how to upload and everything. I'm so proud of you.
Dude, I just want to tip my cap to you doing the lamest part about podcasting because that
Oh,
sucks. It is not fun.
yeah. Doing well. You're lucky you didn't have to actually edit it in.
That's true. I thought we had a moment where like it was taking a while for the tracks to sync up, and like my first like preview of the show was like only Matt, and then like I'd start talking and nothing was in. I was like, oh my God, I am screwed. I'm gonna get fired. Dennis is gonna get rid of me because I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to edit it and post and all that good stuff. But it all worked out. And yeah.
Yeah,
You should stay gone more long.
yeah,
I mean, or
yeah.
often, more long. Yeah.
More.
More long.
Jerid, talk good.
Yeah, this beard's got me acting like a caveman, man. Which I did get another comment on my beard today. That's the
It's
second
getting
one.
longer every time I see you.
That's right, man. It's like almost a real man.
Yeah, you're not even getting wiser though. What's going
No,
on?
just wider.
It was a good show last week. I had many good laughs. I want to thank Matt for sticking up for me, and Coy, you're dead to me.
And that's weird because Coy's in my will now. So it's a very small piece, Coy, but you got a spot on there, bro. His dedication. I do want to just say one time, there was one moment where and he read it like a Harry Potter novel. He was like, "You're about to fold. Don't you do it. Don't you say anything nice about him." And I needed that commitment, that checkup there, dude. So
Yeah, that was funny. Wasn't that near the end or
it was
something?
near the end because I was going to be
Yes.
like, "Oh, I feel bad. Dennis is going to like we've been pretty." But yeah,
Yeah.
the old guy with the stranger had to stick up
Yeah.
for you more than anything.
Right. And Matt, I apologize for my co-host always messing up your ad read, but
I
he'll
just
get
want to
better.
say that, to be honest with you, at least I was giving it a whirl.
I put him in charge of that one, so it's all Jerid.
Yeah, it's good. You frustrated Dennis to the point where he couldn't even figure it out. So I was just winging it. It was good times though, man. Yes, and again, thank you, Matt. Thank you, Coy, for a great show. I think it was super important to me. I don't think I said this last week, which I meant to. Was that I did get quite a few people reaching out, wanting to be a part of the show, and I were truly flattered, grateful for all the the effort to try to participate and to be a part of. The one thing about this show is that it is just Dennis and I predominantly, right? So when we do have moments where we can get it, it's a really hard task to try to like pick, people. But it was super important to both Dennis and I to get the sponsors involved, because it's their help and their support that a lot of this stuff happens. So I really, really was grateful that we got the opportunity to do that, and we'll get the rest of you guys out on here soon. And then, maybe I'll just take a day off and somebody can come sleep during a Dennis show. Yeah, no.
Well, you're going to get another chance because I will be on vacation end of next month, so I'm probably going to miss 2 shows.
2?
Yeah, let me look at the calendar. I'm pretty sure because I'm gone. Wait a second. Where are we here? September 20. No, I will just. You're lucky. I'm just gonna miss one show. I'll miss the show on the 29th. of
We may have,
September.
we may have a takeover that week. Hand the reins over to some randoms completely, because I might be gone.
So we
But
might not have a show that week. You might be gone that week.
I don't know what week, so it's still
Oh,
all that stuff's still up in the
oh
air. So
okay.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. Again, though, it was cool. And now everybody is absolutely on the edge of their seat, ladies and gentlemen. Right now is the time where Denis Tyrell takes a minute to explain in great detail all of the adventures he partook in on his time away and his travels across the country, meeting and teaching and doing all the things that one of the great makers of our community get to do. Denis, how was the trip?
Uh, my first statement is that Minnesota is fucking humid. Like, it was so sweaty, disgustingly hot the entire time I was there. I went through 2 shirts every day. It was gross.
I do not get that vibe there. Like, I would have never thought that you would have had to bust out the triple T fat guy forging towel.
Oh, I would have prayed for for the fat guy towel when I was at the Hammer Inn, man. Holy smokes. And
Huh.
just that,
Interesting.
like, it brought me back to like living in Canada where, you just can't get out of it. It's not like here where you can just like go in the shade and it's like 10 or 15 degrees cooler. Not there. So yeah,
Dude,
it was hot and sweaty.
we've been having like almost 40-degree swings from the
Yeah.
morning to the hot, because it last week was, I think, got 104 here where I'm at, but on my morning walk it's 62 63, something like that.
Yeah. I showed the guys when I was at Jason's place, which we'll get to. I showed them the weather, and it was I think it was 92 or 94, and it went down to 56 at night.
Yeah, it's
That's
beautiful.
awesome. That's perfect.
It's great.
But it was a really good time overall. Started. Oh, we got quite a show. We landed. It was like 9:15 at night, and we got picked up from the airport, and then it was like an hour drive down to Mankato, where USA KnifeMaker is, where the Hammer Inn was. And there was like crazy thunderstorm, like lightning. Parker was thinking, yeah, that's he thought it was the best thing ever because he doesn't get to see lightning very often, being a native Californian. But
I will attest to the awe the awness of like a heavy lightning storm. When I was in Texas, I was like, oh, I called FaceTime my family. I'm like, look at this shit. So,
yeah, it was one of those. It was like lightning, like every 3 seconds we were seeing
oh yeah,
lightning. Like it was
that would
crazy.
make me stop and talk
Yeah,
about how green it is too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but we made it down there. Ended up hanging out with Chad, who's the president of the Midwest Knife Makers Guild, in their room, trying out some different whiskeys. And Kyle was there, so we were kind of hanging out. I guess that was Thursday night, and then showed up to the Hammer Inn in the morning, and it was really cool. I got to check out the USA Knife Maker. The whole thing was at USA Knife Maker. Basically, it's like a big warehouse, but you can walk the aisles and go shopping, and every one of us had our own little bin because not only were we in the Hammer Inn, but we were also shopping and picking up stuff at the same time. So that was
Like, what
cool.
kind of stuff do they got there?
They got everything, like everything,
Materials,
everything,
knives, like everything. Okay,
everything.
nice.
Knives, steels, folder parts, a lot of fold. They have a lot of folder stuff. So I picked up some stuff that I can't get from Maritime. Um, but so at least he's not. Lawrence isn't carrying it yet. Just some bushings and some screws and stuff, some specialty stuff. But yeah, it was. We started the they did some announcements and shit like that for the Knife Makers Guild, and then Jim Pauling got up there. He's a journeyman and talked about keyholes and doing keyholes on hidden tang knives, which is very different than doing keyholes on integrals. So he's actually adding a keyhole like guard and doing a keyhole handle, but on a hidden tang knife, which is an interesting thing that I had never thought of doing. So he did a little talk on that. Sid, who actually, and I didn't know this before I got there, but Little Giant Power Hammers were based in Mankato, Minnesota. So the previous owner, he sold the company now, but the previous owner of Little Giant was there and did a talk about Little Giants and the differences. And yeah, it was cool to hear some history about the Little Giant Power Hammer. And, it's a piece of Americana when it comes to blacksmithing. So, and there's still, you can't buy them, but you can buy parts for them now. So it was cool to hear all about those. Kyle Daly did a couple demos with sanding stones and carbide hammers and stuff like that. Charles from Atlas Knife and Tool was there showing off his forges and how to repair a forge, and talked about castable refractory and the different types of Castellite, which I didn't actually know there was anything other than Castellite 30, because that seems to be everything that we use typically. Luke from USA KnifeMaker did a discussion on belts, which I found very informative. Some belts that I didn't know about that I did purchase while I was there. So, and I'm going to do a triple T. I've had a bunch of people ask me to do a triple T on belts. So I took a bunch of notes during that. So I'll be talking about a lot of what Luke said and some other things as well. So
yeah, I was going to say that's going to be a really short triple T because you only use 2.
No, I bought some new ones.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it was some cool little things and some info that I didn't know. It's always find out new stuff about abrasives. That's always cool. So a lot of those were some of the talks spread out through the 2 days. I did my first talk. I think it was just after lunch or something like that. And I was talking about kumai, and it was basically just a discussion, how-to on copper Damascus. And I did a little poll, and only about not even a third of the audience had been working with kumai. So there was a really good discussion.
Like working with it or making
it. It was
okay.
About making it.
Okay.
But lots of questions. We went over
how many people were there?
There was probably 40 people.
Oh, wow. That's a pretty good turnout.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
You have any issue talking in front of people, like a group that big? Zero. Good for you.
No, I mean, I've done.
I mean, we only have 4 people here, so this isn't any kind of preparation for public speaking in any way.
No, I once did the BlackBerry Developers Conference keynote, and that had like 5,000 people in the audience.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big number.
Yeah.
I have spoken in front of, I would say maybe 100, a little over 100, and I'm pretty sure I almost threw up. So
I did it a lot for work, so I'm used to it now.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, 40 people. That's cool.
Yeah, it was good, and it was very interactive. And then so that kind of, there was, I think that was all the demos that were there for the Friday. On Saturday, Howard Clark, who is a master smith, he did a demo on soldering a guard on, which is not a thing that a lot of people do these days. But it was interesting to watch his process and how he does it. It's actually really easy. He made it look easy, at least. I've never tried it. But something I'm, might consider in the future is soldering on a guard. And he's actually a really cool guy to talk to. He ended up coming back to Chad's room later that night, and we had a bunch of drinks and a bunch of whiskey and talked about the ABS and talked about other things, politics, and he's a pretty funny guy. So yeah, he was fun to hang out with. Then I did my two demos, my active demos on the Saturday, which was the guard fitting. And that one went well because I had like a little table and then like people were around me in like a semicircle so they could see what I was doing. I had a mic, I could talk. I had a post vise that I moved in the middle so people could see what I was doing. So that went really well. The only issue is when it came to do the handle, like the grinding demo, like how to grind the Coke bottle handle kind of thing and how I approach that. It's like all their grinders are against the wall, and I'm kind of like, so I have my back to everyone, and I'm trying to like, okay, here's what I'm doing, and then I'm turning and showing them, and it was like next year they really, if someone's going to do any kind of grinding demo, they need a camera and they need to point it and have it on the big screen so people could see. I think 3 people got to see what I was doing. I kind of talked through it, but yeah, I don't think that one was
So they were just looking at your good side
yeah,
while you
exactly.
were while you were
Yes.
grinding, and then you're like, this is what happens.
Yeah. I mean, there was some setup to it, and but I think it could have gone better with some better visuals. Um, yeah, but the USF KnifeMaker folks were really great, and Chad, David, who's their treasurer, Kyle and Bob Gore, all were great hosts and took care of Parker and I really well. Parker took a whole bunch of video and pictures, which will be in the video that I'm going to post on that Kumai knife. So that'll probably be coming next month. So after that, and I will tell you, first of all, despite every place I went, I could not find the Juicy Lucy. Apparently, that is only at select places, and we just couldn't find it.
That is the most devastating news.
I know. I was very disappointed.
Oh God, I don't even know how to take it.
we did go to so someone for dinner one night. Someone described like Carver's, which I'd never heard of, and they said, "Oh yeah, you could try. You can get a burger at Carver's." And so and I'm like, and they're known for their butter burgers. I'm like, what is a butter burger? That sounds disgusting.
What?
And so apparently we walk. I didn't realize it was a fast food place because I wanted like a sit down meal. Like I thought Carver's. It was like
Not Culliver's, Carver's.
Yeah, Carver's. I'm thinking like Carver's, like they're carving turkey or something. It's like a Boston market or something. At least we could, like a Panera or something, we could sit down. No, this is like fast food. And I guess their burgers are like, I don't know if they're cooked in butter, basted in butter, but they have these butter burgers. We walked in and I'm like, I don't want fast food. Let's go. And we ended up getting a steak at the restaurant, but it did not sound appetizing at all to me. So sorry if you're from Minnesota and you love Carver's, but it sounded gross.
I don't. Look, I'm gonna just stand up for the fat guys here. How could butter make anything bad?
Well,
Butter makes everything better.
I don't know.
I mean,
Sometimes
you like crab?
of course.
So you love butter then?
I actually, I don't get me wrong. I love butter. Like if it's mashed potatoes, I have equal parts butter and mashed potatoes. When it comes to crab, I actually don't like butter on crab.
Oh God, yeah, that's a yeah. I don't eat crab anymore because I had a bad experience with it. But I realized very quickly that I don't. Now that I didn't give up on butter, so my life is okay without crab.
Crab was just a butter delivery system.
Yeah, basically. Basically. All right. Well,
but after that, we headed up to when was it? Yeah, Saturday evening. We headed up because now it's like an hour and like back closer to the airport. We went to North Star Forge, which is Jason Krause's shop. So we Sunday morning headed over to Jason's shop, and really the shop is huge. Like,
Did
it's
you do
really.
any forging while you were there?
I did not. Yeah, we didn't even turn on the forge. I could not imagine forging in that heat. It would have been miserable. And the thing is, it rained every day we were there, so
Oh
it
shit!
was like super humid.
Did you even bring the fat peen?
I did not. I did not. I brought a shit ton of tools, but that is the one I didn't bring because I knew I wasn't going to be doing any forging. But if I was,
Okay, good.
I definitely would have brought the two Basterds fat peen hammer, because that is my go-to. In fact, I used it just this past weekend when I had a class on Saturday. I definitely used the two Basterds fat peen hammer because I just love it.
Yeah.
And
It's grand to have a fat peen in your hand. I mean, there's nothing grander. Out of all the grandiose things in the world, the fat peen in your hand reigns supreme.
yes, that's right. But yeah, North Star Forge was great. Then I did the full um, guard and handle class. Everyone came with a quote unquote completed knife, um, meaning fully hand sanded, ready for a guard. So we started there. The only thing, like, Jason's shop is great, but he only has 4 grinders and there was 8 students. So, and only 2 drill presses. So there was a lot of waiting, which I think delayed some people. Um, like, because when you're drilling a hole, if you don't have a mill, he did have a mill. We didn't actually have any. He didn't have a DRO, so I didn't want to touch that mill because I suck without using a DRO.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to drill all the holes and connect them with a file. Like, that took half the day for everybody on Saturday. Most
It's
most
more
of the day Saturday was just people getting the slot in their guard.
so it's like a concepts kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean, they were going through it all, and everyone got through that step and fitted their guard on Saturday, and then we started. Sorry, Sunday, and then Monday morning we started with shaping the guard a little bit, and then we talked about the handle, doing the whole the slot in the handle, shaping the handle, stuff like that. But I a bunch of people, probably 2 or 3 people, um, didn't finish. I don't think they finished. 2 people, I don't even think, started shaping their handle. I mean, they saw the demo, but we just didn't have enough time, and there were some people that are lagging a little bit on some of the other steps. So, but everyone got the key concepts, and it was a great time. Everyone seemed to have a good time and understood everything, and thought that they could recreate it at their own shops, which is the important stuff.
There you go.
But
So they got the value.
yes, and it was a really fun course. It was a really fun group of guys.
How many
Uh,
days was that? That was a 2-day
that
class?
was 2 days. Yeah, so the hammer in was Friday, Saturday, and the class at North Star was Sunday, Monday, and then we flew back Tuesday morning. But the coolest thing of I think the coolest thing of North Star Forge, I would never get anything done. Um, he has a keg. Not only he has a beer fridge with like monsters and Coke, like the old style, like Coke bottles and stuff. He's got a fridge with that and beer, and he's got a keg with 2 beers on tap
Oh.
in like the classroom area. I'd be like, and it was well, you wouldn't know, but the, I like that beer, that blood orange beer, Cali Squeeze.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
all that shit happened after.
yeah.
Anything
Well,
anything with oranges and beers was after I stopped.
well, he had one that's like identical to that, which is like one of my favorite beers. So, which is some Minnesota beer, but it was really good. And like I said, I would never get anything done if I had a keg in the shop.
Yeah.
But it was super fun. And then, even though it was his wife's birthday, and I told him, "Look, you guys go do your thing," they insisted, and they took Parker and I out for dinner on Monday night, which was really nice. So we
Very
went out
cool.
for sushi Monday night, and then jumped on a plane and came back home on Tuesday. So it was a really good trip. I would definitely do it again. Yeah, great bunch of guys, and Midwest Knife Makers Guild. Yeah, really cool organization.
Awesome.
Yeah. So if you're in the area, yeah, definitely go check out USA Knife Maker facility and look up the Midwest Knife Makers Guild.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that was my trip in a nutshell. Yeah, it was fun
This
though.
is me in a nutshell. How
Yeah.
did I get in this nutshell?
What?
No, this is me in a nutshell.
What is that from?
That's one of your Canadian actors, Austin Powers, Mike Myers.
Oh yeah, see,
That's a great
not
one.
my thing.
How did I get in this nutshell?
Is that's from Austin Powers?
It's Austin
I've
Powers.
never seen that movie.
Oh, bro, go do yourself a favor.
The only one I've seen the skit with Fat Bastard, and which I do think is funny, and the little skit about Goldmember because I used it in the Gold video. Other than that, I don't find
I
that
eat
kind of
because
thing
I'm
funny.
unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat. Bro, I could do all of those endlessly. I haven't seen my Wally in 3 years. It's long enough to be declared legally dead. Get in my belly.
Yeah, see that one I know.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, back to your nutshell.
Yeah, nothing else. The nutshell is empty.
Good deal. Well, that sounds eventful. It seems like it probably went pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, it went pretty quick. We were trying to get through the heat. Like there was when I was doing my demo at the Hammer Inn, the guard one. I don't think I was wearing a black shirt. I was wearing some other shirt. And Parker said after he said, "You are soaking wet." Like I was. Like I could have wrung out my shirt into a bucket and filled it. It was so crazy.
You're a fat bastard. Oh man.
Oh, and I did win. They did.
Yeah, didn't you? They auction something?
Yeah, well, that's actually next month at their. They actually have uh, a fuck. Why am I spacing? Um, like a knife event. Like you can. Like a knife show, I should say. I don't know why I was spacing on that. They have a knife show next month, and it's
Okay.
going to get raffled at the knife show.
Oh, okay.
But actually, they reached out to me today, and they said they wanted my address because they're going to include a letter of authenticity, so they want me to sign it and return it. So I will be doing that. But they did have you could buy raffle tickets, and they had all this stuff on the table and like little solo cups in front of one. You put tickets, and so I ended up winning some handle scales, which was really cool. Just some ironwood scales. So didn't go home empty-handed from the raffle, at least. Um, and I did not. They, they had a vest there, and I was like, oh, if it would have been a rainbow vest, I would have put every one of my tickets in there.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. You're such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I owe you a huge apology.
Oh, really? For
Well,
what?
it's not huge, but I and then and again because I sometimes I feel bad, but you did do a triple T last week, and I completely spaced on it and I didn't know that. I hadn't seen it until the next day. Actually, it popped up on my feed. So my apologies. Denis did put one in the tank as he went away. So
Yeah, because I knew I was probably not going to do one this week, but I actually might. It depends how my timing is going. Last week I had a company reach out and want to send me a portaband. So I did that review video on the portaband. It's actually a decent machine. My only complaint, well, I had two complaints in the video. One that the blade wasn't easy to change, and I had to do a little edit on the. I just ground away some of the plastic covering to make it easier to change the blade. so that they should probably fix, and threw away the guards and all that safety crap. And the only other thing I'm noticing is it's kind of loud. Like I feel like it's louder than my Wen saw, but at least it has its own table. It's off in one side of the shop.
Yeah, I saw it. It looked fine.
Yeah, it works great. I mean, the saw, as long as it turns the blade, the saw is as good as the blade is, right? Like,
sure. Does it have a foot pedal and shit like
no,
that?
it's actually, because it's not meant to be used handheld. So it doesn't have a trigger. It actually has a paddle switch. So there's a paddle switch right on the side, which is way more convenient than the foot pedal.
Yeah.
Because the only reason the other ones have a foot pedal is you have to zip tie the trigger, right? Because they're meant to be used handheld, which is annoying for 95% of us.
Surprise you every time you leave that thing full blast and you kind of
Parker does shit every time. So I might get rid of the Wen saw. I was just kind of making sure the new one is working fine. But I like it over there, and it's on the welding table. But I'd like to get rid of that saw under that table. That would be nice. Yeah. I may do, if I have time, and I actually am on schedule, maybe slightly ahead of schedule this week on the military challenge build. I'd like to have that pretty much done tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to happen. It'll have to be busting my ass. But if I do that, then I can work on the Triple T video on Wednesday.
You had a pretty cool video of you peening and doing a bunch of stuff to the handle there on the
that was today. I was doming pins, and I ended up having to make those scales twice, which is really annoying. And I talk about it in the video that I messed up on. They kind of fit over the guard. There's like, it's one of those where it kind of puzzle pieces into the guard. And I just messed up how I did that. So I had to redo it, which was a pain in the ass, but I had extra material, so it was fine. But yeah, it came out, the handle came out pretty nice. I'm happy.
Looked good at the end.
Yeah. I just have to now grind and finish the guard, and then, which shouldn't be like an hour. I don't know. And then do final sanding and etch the blade.
I was going to say, you haven't etched or anything, right?
No. In fact, I'm going to try a different method. I'm going to be lasering the USMC logo on the side of the blade and my maker's mark on the other side. And then I'm going to put it in like a Coke bottle or something like this, and like cut a hole in either side so that only that part of the blade is exposed, and I'll kind of silicone around the bottle so that I can electroplate it. And it's only going to electroplate like that section of the blade, and then I can just sand off or like resist what I don't want. So that I can I want to fill the part that's lasered with gold and electroplate.
Sharks with freaking laser beams. This is Austin Power fucking show here.
Yeah.
I was following what you're saying, but if you didn't pull that Coke bottle out and do the visual there, so if those at home, you might not have caught that.
But, yeah, you'll see it in the video.
Yeah, it'll make sense.
Yeah, but I think that should work fine. The whole dabbing of the electroplating solution is just monotonous, and it takes forever, and it's kind of hit or miss. So immersion electroplating is much better. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I really want the USMC logo in gold on the edge of the blade with my maker's mark in gold on the other side. And it's kind of under the guard, so it's somewhat hidden. You'll have to see the way the guard looks. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm excited. It looks, so far, I'm pretty happy with it.
Nice. It looked good. Felt good.
Yeah.
It was lighter than I thought, for sure.
Yeah, it's really stabby.
Wieldable. Yeah.
It's like you can definitely feel it's a one-handed sword. You can spin that thing around and stab with it one-handed, and yeah. Is that your bayonet?
Yeah, this bayonet's a tank. I was just like, it's feeling better weighted for sure.
Yeah. But reminder for folks, the military challenge drops this Saturday. So only a few days to wait, folks. And if you're entering the military challenge, make sure you get your pictures in. To me, I think it's Friday. Read the notes, but I'm pretty sure it's Friday by like 8 p.m. or something. But go read the viewer instructions that are pinned in the Facebook group.
Man, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get one in, Dennis.
You're not going to get one. Give me a break. And another reminder, okay?
Put it next to a gun.
No, don't put it
Oh
next
shit.
to a gun.
Okay, my
No,
bad.
don't put any firearms in your picture, first of all. And number two, it has to say the military challenge in your picture, not digitally added to your picture. I've had 3 people do this already. We have to see the military challenge on a piece of paper in your photo. And this has been the rule since these challenges have begun, just so that you're not reusing a picture from something you did years ago. You know, you don't want to get questioned about, if you win and you don't have that in your picture. So don't have that problem, and make sure you take that, you put that in your picture. But I've already got about, I don't know, 10 or 12 submissions already. Some really cool stuff. So
Any of the judges done already? Like,
I've seen now the Discord for the participants for the YouTube channels is starting to heat up, and we're all starting to post pictures and stuff. I've seen 2 of the entries, which are very cool. But in the next couple of days, everyone will start posting them in our Discord chat, so that I can create the voting link. But yeah, it's going to be a cool challenge. There's a huge variety. Um, it's wider than I expected it would be. I thought we would see a lot of very, um, you know, standard, K bars, that kind of like trench knives, K bars, Fairbairn, Sykes daggers, that kind of stuff. But we're seeing a really big variety.
yeah, that's awesome.
So, my friend, what have you been doing?
Well, I was thinking about, since you were out, explaining the Kumai theory in the classes, I was just thinking about all of the people that don't have the opportunity, maybe the resources to make their own Kumai. And I was just thinking that they should all go see Coy and the boys at Baker Forge and Tool. They have all kinds of pattern welded steel for you to choose from. This week's drop is a copper my Nishim. Am I say that right? Nishim?
Knee shim. Yeah.
Nish
Nickel shim.
Nishim.
the,
Nishim.
the knights that say knee.
Nishim. Anyways, that's live. They got a ladder and ripple pattern with 45 layers of copper, 1084 Damascus cladding with a vivid nickel shim, a Nishim, and a black 80 CRV2 core. This is a fan favorite and delivers bold contrast. That was a drop this week. You should go check out and get the slim pickings that are probably left now, but make sure that you stay active on their IG, and you are using the Baker Forge and Tool app, where you can get 1 day early access to all the drops, including all of the line of Gator Piss, the elite etchant for all of that steel. That includes the OG Gator Piss Heavy and the Max for the September-ish, maybe sort of release for the stainless line. That was a lot of fun for me to bust up Koi on when that's going to happen. And the cool thing about it is, like, we know, I think the entire community knows how much time and effort and work he's putting into trying to get that thing live. But that's coming around the corner. But when that does drop, make sure you're etching that with the Gator Piss Max. They also have the gator skin, which is back in stock. The nano ceramic coating to protect all of that stuff. So use the discount code T10 for 10% off your next purchase. Load it up. You need several pieces of steel, one jug of all types of gator piss, the gator skin, and buy a shirt or something like that too. And you can use the discount code T10 for 10% off.
I actually just used the gator skin on my student's knife on Saturday.
Very cool.
Yeah, I always send them home with a gator skin protected knife.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hey, you glazed over. Do you not get the reference? The knights that say knee?
No, right over my head.
That's it.
We're no
longer friends.
Is that some Canadian joke?
If you don't know that movie,
what is it?
You don't
even know it.
The knights who say knee?
I don't know this. Is it from like 1962?
No, it's later than that. It's a Monty Python movie, The Holy Grail.
Yeah, no. I have maybe seen that like when I was at daycare.
Such a good movie.
Huh. No, right over my head.
I've lost a little bit of respect for you.
That's easy to do, buddy. Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I can't believe it's almost September.
It is almost September. Like next week.
That's crazy.
Labor Day is upon us.
Since I am a hermit and live in the shop, Kim told me that, it's a long weekend this weekend. I'm like, really?
It is.
Not for me, but it will be a long weekend, but.
Yeah, your whole life is a long weekend right now, dude. Just get out of here. Let me see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in the shop and I'm going to go teach something here. I'm going to fly there. I'm going to go to some vacation again. It's really hard doing nothing all the time. So I got to
doing nothing.
I got to take a break. I'm pretty sure there's a note in here about you're so overwhelmed by all of your hard work and effort.
Hey, I didn't even take a day off. The Tuesday that we flew, I didn't work Tuesday, but I've worked every day since then. So including Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I got to get this military challenge build done. I was feeling a little overwhelmed by that build and knocked out the handle in like 2 days. So that was good.
Very cool.
And it's Parker's birthday on the 2nd. So what was that, Tuesday? When's the 2nd?
I don't know.
Thursday. Pretty close,
right?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Parker's 20th birthday makes me feel old.
It should.
Yeah. And then like September is going to fly by. Be able to take a little bit of a break. Mr. Brent is coming for a visit.
He is.
I'm excited about that.
Same.
But of course, I have to prep for that and write up my folder course. But that's fun. That's fun stuff for me. So, looking forward to that, having him here. And right after that, a week later, I am off to the boot.
The boot?
The boot.
I get the reference. Okay. I get the reference.
All right. I thought I'd stump you there.
No.
I'm off to Italy for
you're going to be a real days. Italian, huh?
Yeah.
Italian. Sorry, that's the
Italian
joke. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. And then my calendar's already chock full in October.
Are you hooking up with anybody when you're over there, pretending that you're Lawrence Lake from Maritime Knife Supply, where you should go to get all of your knife making needs? He's got everything. He's got it all.
Great segue.
Yes, he's got everything, and unfortunately, he has a striking resemblance to Denis here. But, go check out Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply for all of your knife making needs. Am I good to say, or we?
What?
The new? No, yeah. So there was abrasives, tooling. Apparently, Denis is going to get him to stock up some more folder materials. So everything that you need, go check out Lawrence at Maritime Knife Supply and tell him the boys at Triple T said, "What's up?" And I'm here to spend money with you because they're awesome, and so are you.
And he's a handsome looking guy.
Yeah. And if I don't go to Maker's Camp, that will probably be that'll be a crushing blow not to be able to hang out with my buddy there. That's been something I've looked forward to for several years now. So
Yep, me too. And I'm actually on the fence right now because if you're not going, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I'm assuming Lawrence is going, but I found out I'm pretty sure Mareko is not going because I talked to him the other day. So there's a little bit of less draw for me to go, and it's expensive.
Yeah, the cost is. I mean, I don't know why, but it just seems like a lot of things are potentially piling up during that time, and I have had a very travel heavy year, so it's kind of a perfect storm. But I was thinking about it the other day. Like we went 3 in a row, right?
Yeah.
And one of them, like fly by night, last minute.
Yeah,
because we didn't want to miss out. But I enjoy seeing everybody that we get to connect with on that side, and that really cool event. But may not work out this year.
Yeah, we'll, I mean, I was just doing the math, and with the tickets are like $320, and then the meal plan is like $150, and then the car rental, and then the flight, and then like
room, like whatever.
The room, it's going to be like $2,000 by the time I'm done. That's more than I spend in Blade Show.
Sure. Yeah. Easy.
So, yeah.
But if you are considering, though, we do recommend.
I mean, I love it.
Going. It is a fantastic event.
But for us, it's like across the country.
It really is.
It's a rough
flight.
They
did that. They put a map up of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And we were the only 2 assholes. Well, maybe the Mara Braid guys.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Eric and Kevin.
Yeah. There's just, and then all these names and stuff from a lot closer to the Catskills. But yeah.
But speaking of the Mara Braid guys, they make the best grinders out there. Go get yourself a Fastback 2x72 or a Hyperdisc, the amazing multi-tool that my friend here has. Go check them out. Awesome attachments. Their surface grinder is probably the best out there, I think. Surface grinding attachment. And it's just a rock solid machine made by top engineers. These guys were... they're not just fly-by-night guys. They are engineers making really cool materials. So, and they make them all in-house. All the knobs, all the pieces are made in-house because they want to monitor quality. So go check them out at Ameribraid.
Do it. Yeah, I mean, do it.
Look at it.
That was one of the dude, this is twice. This happened a bunch last week too, where I don't think the listeners got like all of the stinger jokes that we were hitting, like we would say them and then somebody would just fucking start dying. And they're
I heard a couple that like you let pass over, or
yeah,
there was a couple that were real zingers.
Yeah, but they didn't go by. There was just like some silent, back away from the mic stuff. So every now and again, I think there's some value in the video, but mostly not, because you just be looking at our ugly mugs here.
Yeah.
But that was one of them. He just looked at me like, "Say something." I didn't know if you had to fart or like something was going on. It's pretty good. Have you heat treated the military challenge yet?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's already sanded to 220, so I just have to.
Oh, that's right. What did you use?
What did I use?
To heat treat it.
Oh, it was in my big vertical even heat. Of course.
Yeah.
Heat treated, tempered. That's the great thing about Even Heat. You can do it all in one machine.
That's right.
And I love both my Even Heats, my LB18 and my Big Vertical. I don't know what I would do without either one of those. So if you need a heat treating oven, go talk to Spencer at Even Heat. He will take care of you. And do we have a discount code for them?
We do not.
We do not. Okay, just checking. So yeah, get yourself an Even Heat. All the cool guys
Can't discount high quality, baby. That's right. Yeah, go check out Spencer, and that Even Heat is a family owned and operated company since 1948, building the highest quality knife heat treat ovens available. Go check it out. And if you're in Hathia, you can go check out Lawrence. He'll hook you up with one too.
And if you need something to put on your knives for handle material, see, I'm going to do this ad read and I'm going to get it right.
It's only because I've perfected it now.
Go to Grip Tech Composites and get yourself some Grip X, that wonderful grippy handle material, limitless color rubber for higher finishes, which is their new product, the Grip X 3D, which is kind of the 3D printed stuff. Has a really cool effect in it, so go check it out. Use the discount code TTT10. Jared's shaking his head.
And he tried to shame me.
I had it perfect up till
he
then.
tried to shame me. Matt, the quality of these reads does not represent the quality of this awesome material that you are putting out into the world with all that amazing and cool stuff. That was probably for me anyways, that was really cool to kind of get the background story from Matt and on his journey through getting Grip X up and running, and even cooler to hear all the amazing things that are happening. He's not quit his job. He always tells me that, but I think he should. But when you have a really cush job like that, where you to take home spare arms to sit on for that was my favorite, the stranger. The guy has a fucking skill.
That was one of the funnier parts of the show last week.
That was great. Yeah, that was cool. But the point is, though, man, I mean, all of our sponsors are awesome, man. But hearing the origin stories of all of the makers in the community, the sponsors, the people that provide the materials that we use on a daily basis is just it's an awesome thing, and I love to hear it. So again, shout out to Matt for taking the time to share that story with us.
Yeah. And the same with Travis over at Pelican Paste. Both of them have amazing products, relatively, in the whole scope of things, relatively new products that came out for the knife industry. Awesome to see guys just working at it and, busting their ass and making a company out of these amazing products. So if you need some Pelican Paste, hard wax, soft wax, Pelican oil, hand salve, soap, go check out Pelican Paste. Even they have Butter Knot, which is their seasoning for cast iron pans. So go check them out at Pelican Paste and use the discount code TTT10. It's great stuff, so go give it a try.
Absolutely.
All right,
we are very coolly awesome to have all those guys aboard. So
indeed. Shall we do some Maker Spotlight?
We can. Absolutely.
Let's do it. You were pretty excited about yours, so I'm going to let you go first.
Thanks, man. I have, which is, Instagram. I got to figure out what's going on because, we'll remain nameless here, but I tend to have the same things pop up over and over in my feed, and I'm just about sick of it. So, like, I need some versatility here. Excuse me. And I was so happy to be cruising through my page, and this person popped up. I have Apple _Valley _Forge. That is Trevor Morgan. He is a Christian journeyman bladesmith with the American Blade Society, making functional art in steel and wood. And his books are open, so go holler at him for sure. But he has 1,680 followers, and the very first knife that popped up today was this feather chef, and I was just like, wow, just gorgeous. Love the handle material. The whole build just caught my eye. Started clicking through the stuff that he has on there. Just makes some beautiful kitchen cutlery. And I believe he's going to be exhibiting at West here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's local. I think he's California.
I couldn't figure it out. I want to say he is.
I'm pretty sure he is. I could be wrong, but he's got a bunch of posts on California Knife Expo, and for some reason, I'm thinking he's local.
Yeah, he was at Solvang too.
Yeah,
yeah, I do think he's. I think he was in our little California Instagram thing that we had for a while.
Yeah,
but
we should revive that. But
yeah, oh shit, yeah, Blade Show West is.
Oh, California Knife Makers Association Best Damascus Knife, February 26, 2022 is in one of his posts. So
yeah, so he is local.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We probably. So, anyways, sorry, Trevor, if we messed that up there. But yeah, if you're not following Apple_Valley_Forge, make sure you go check out his stuff, give him a follow, and tell him the boys at Triple T said, "What's up?"
Yo.
Very cool.
Yeah. And I've been following him for a while. And I did see that Feather Damask. I didn't clue in whose it was. I saw it come by my feed, that beautiful Feather Damascus chef knife, that integral with the mammoth, cross-cut mammoth. I believe that's mammoth.
I think so too. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't want to sound like an asshole, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm on my... I feel free to sound like an asshole. I'm pretty sure it is mammoth.
Okay, good.
But yeah, it looks good.
There's that other wood that kind of has that effect that I can't think of the name right now. So
it's just really crackly. I'm reading it doesn't say in his description there. This week I've got Cry Knives. So just CRY Knives, no underscore Cry Knives. And he is Colton Yellowiga. Sorry if I'm butchering your last name. He is Canadian, so
weird.
Great to support a Canadian artist. And I saw one of his posts today, and it had the Tragically Hip as the background music, so that caught my eye. Of course,
what is that?
You know what that is? That's
what's Tragically Hip.
That is the premier band from Canada. No, it's not Rush.
It's not Dave Matthews?
Shut up. Dave Matthews was inspired by the Tragically Hip.
Okay.
But he's got some cool knives. He's some Damascus. So yeah, go check him out. He's got 2,700 just over 2,700 followers. Canadian artist, also supports veterans and first responders. So yeah, go give him a follow and check out what he's got. He's got some cool stuff. I love the dagger that's like I don't know, whatever, 15 or 18 down in the middle on his grid. That's a pretty cool dagger. I like it a lot.
I'm not seeing it. I think I'm going right past it. He's got some really cool stuff though. Really, 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 really cool stuff.
The Canadiana.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah.
The Canadiana handles. That's cool stuff too. Like that. Be a little over your head, but
yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Canadian what?
But yeah, go check them out.
What did you say that was?
Canadiana.
Okay.
like Americana
Yeah.
from
I get it.
Canada.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to play like I don't give a shit.
You don't have to try.
Oh shit. Oh,
Oh.
got it. Americana, Canadiana. Very clever.
So did you even make it in the shop this week?
I did actually. That's a really cool thing. Go make sure you go check out Cry Knives for
Yeah.
sure. I like his little Instagram logo. That skull and the knife.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
do
damn
too.
cool. Yeah. What did I do? What the hell did I do? That's a good question.
Didn't someone bust you about
Oh yeah. So I was supposed to go to Reno this last weekend and go see our buddy Rick Hall. And because apparently it's been over a year since I was there for that golf tournament. That didn't happen this time. So anyways, normally Rick, this is not a dig at you right now, but normally he's just around, just doing his thing. And he was like, oh, we got to figure something out. So the only week that I was able to kind of put something together, so I put in for last Friday off, and then sure as shit, he has he had a hunting trip come up and wasn't available. So and then I found myself in this spot where I had a day off and I forgot about it because the trip got canceled, right? So leading up to it, I was doing something, and then I remembered, and I'm like, well, fuck, man, I have a day off. I'm like, I don't know what to do, which is crazy, right? When I was I was so like wrapped up in like, do I want to burn a day, or like I got a lot of shit going on at work. So very typically if I have like a staycation or something like that, I end up going in the office in the morning and getting the team situated, and so that's what I ended up doing. But on my way in, I was talking to Brent from Bald Man Knife and Tool, and I was like, or maybe it was the day before, but I'm like, yeah, man, I don't know, I'm probably going to go into work for a little bit and then maybe take like a half a day or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was really thinking about how am I going to work in golf, and and to be fair here, right?
I know this story. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, to be fair, he very, very, very calmly, and it was probably as nice as he can be. He was like, "Hey, Jerid," I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "You think maybe you should go in the shop and make a knife?" I was like, I mean, if you could see my face right now, guys, I'm telling you this with all sincerity, right? I mean, if I'm honest, if I'm nothing else, and I don't do it to, for show, but it was probably one of the more embarrassing moments that I've had. I know it's kind of been like a thing here with me not having much time to get in the shop, and finally getting to a place where I stopped beating myself up over it. But this would seriously be the first time that I had the opportunity, and it didn't even cross my mind. It was embarrassing. I was like, bro, thank you. That's all I could say. And then, then he started all the shit talking and bashing that, I expect, which was rightfully deserving, very deservingly so. But yeah, so shout out to my buddy Brent for kind of slapping me upside the head. And so that's what I did. I went in the office for a little bit. I got out of there around 9:30 or 10. Stopped by and saw my buddy Denis, who I hadn't seen in a while. Used my favorite tool that he has. Went back to the house and spent the rest of the day in the shop and made some progress on some things that have been kind of hanging around. And yeah, what is that?
It's your knife.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to give it to you again.
yeah. I didn't even think about that either. I can't remember that I'm making knives. So, but anyways, yeah, that was cool. It was actually really, 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 really awesome to be in the shop. My wife very lovingly put the AC on, so it was nice and cool. I was hand sanding my life away, and using my hyper disc and getting at the grinder and fixing up that knife that I started and on the Tobin jig that kind of got away from me a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So got that thing pretty trued up. So yeah, it was really cool. It felt awesome to be back in there and kind of got motivated back to do the things. So yeah, that was cool.
I think you need to get past the current projects that you're on and get onto a new project that you get jazzed about.
Yep. And I have a couple cool ideas, and that's
get
kind
you
of
in
where
there.
it's at. But I just gotta bear down and get through that stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, and then I golfed all weekend after that, which was cool. But I'm really enjoying all this time with my son, though. You know, it's one of those things. We golfed on Saturday morning, and I woke up a little late, and it just in truth, I know you've been talking about, like, you know, Parker going away, and you know how quickly that is approaching me potentially, right? 17, and I have him where he's, you know, wanting to spend some time with me, and golf gives us the opportunity to spend, you know, 4+ hours together. And like I was lying because on Saturday morning, I didn't. We both were not playing well, and I was thinking, like, what other time can I be with him where, like, I literally wanted to throw him in the pond, in the water, and like hold him there
Like,
for a
not
while.
in a fun way.
Yeah. And then equally, he was probably like, I'm gonna kick this fat bastard in the bunker and bury him, like, in the sand. And then a couple holes later, we're like, you know, oh, nice shot, you know, that's cool. But it's like, it's such a cool time, man. And I'm gonna eat it up, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and we're gonna keep having a good time, and doing our thing, because I
savor every minute.
Yeah, and because it's yeah, you know, he's the last one, so it will not be forever. It'll not be like this for long. So
it's true. They're gonna be all grown up, and then you're gonna see that it's gonna be all grandkids, and
yeah, it could be,
you'll
or not. I don't know.
into that
Whatever.
beard.
Yeah, it'll be worth having all that. But yeah, so it was cool. Yeah,
Well, I'm glad you got back in the shop, and Brent busted your balls. That I thought was even funnier.
Yeah. So there's been a handful of people that I've talked to, and I think I was talking to Noah today about, like, how it's odd, though. I'm feeling pretty, not horribly disconnected from the community, but it is, which is odd because I do this show every week, and, you know, I interact with a lot of people, but I'm not. It's just a weird spot, and like I said, I'm good with it. I did want to say, though, that so after, I think it was Saturday, yeah, came back, and Lynn had made breakfast. She was talking about, she was dreaming up this chilaquiles type of breakfast thing.
Don't say that to Kim. That's her favorite.
Oh, those are so good. Yeah. But she put this thing together, and then it was good. And then we went out to do something, go have lunch later, a couple hours later. And there's a coffee place out here called Phil's. Have you ever had Phil's? I don't know if okay, so it's a newer coffee thing here local in the Bay Area, but it's fucking good.
What is so good about it? It's coffee.
I can't tell you. I don't know what it's just, it's a different vibe, but it is an irritating vibe because their whole get down is like they don't rush the process of how they're brewing their coffee, and so if you like walk in and just want to grab a cup of coffee, you're probably gonna flip the fuck out because they're not moving fast at all. And so you got to like pre-order. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, but so it's like one of those things. If you're around one, you're like, oh, hey, let's go grab one. So we go get our Phil's coffee, and we're driving around. We went and got some sandwiches, and we were going to go eat them in a park. It's kind of what I want to do. I want to go just have like lunch in the park, eat sandwiches, and blah blah blah. And then we're sitting there trying to find this place, and all of a sudden I'm just like, I just turned like I start getting a little dizzy, and I start getting nauseous, and I'm like, this damn coffee. And then right like 5 minutes after I'm feeling this, I didn't say anything. Lynn's just like, I feel sick. And I'm like, what's going on, man? And I'm like, this fucking coffee got us. Anyways, in a matter of an hour, we're both like nauseous, and she ends up having to go get sick. And
you're
she's
really
like,
selling this place.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying there's a reason to it. So she's like, like, do you feel sick? I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go throw up. And she's like, well, like, what do you mean you're gonna? I'm like a professional puker. I could just do what I got to do wherever. I don't need no special just and move right along with my life because part of all my heavy using days, there was plenty of puking going on. But she's like, no, I can't do that. So she went to the bathroom. She went, did her thing, and she comes back and she's like, it wasn't the coffee, it was the eggs. Somehow we had a couple rogue eggs that were
Oh, the
had
one she made.
the breakfast that she made.
Oh,
And apparently, she tried to poison me with fucking bad eggs.
blame it on the coffee.
And I was giving the coffee the bad thing. So she was good after. I went back home and I was trying to like fight it out, and I ended up getting sick. And yeah, I was down for the count the rest of the day. Like I was probably in bed by like 6 or 7 o'clock that night. So that was pretty brutal. I'm like, why are you trying to kill me? I don't understand. This is a good time for our life. But
That reminds me of your whole description of the coffee. Because we're meeting my sister in Italy, and because they're doing a cruise, and we're basically meeting them there. And so she's sending us all these videos. Hey, watch this, like getting prepped for the. So she sends me anyway a YouTube video on like sites and stuff like that, and linked off that video is like things you shouldn't do as a tourist in Italy. And one of them is go in and basically expect American service at a coffee shop and have your coffee to go. Like that is not a thing. Like only Americans, only foreigners do that in Italy.
they just sit down and have their coffee.
Yeah, you should sit down and enjoy your coffee and not, or at least drink it at the bar, because there's always a bar there, like a physical bar, not like a alcohol bar. But don't like get it into go cup and drink it as you're walking. Same with food. Only like tourists get food and walk with it. There's all these
There's
things.
No DoorDash there? That's fucked.
and it makes me think like, man, we really are in a big fucking hurry.
Seriously. That is true. I try to remind myself on a regular basis that, being so overwhelmed and having all this shit going on all the time. Like even when we're driving, like right now is a horrible time because even Lynn and I were driving to Walnut Creek, and she's like, it's ugly. It's like, I'm like, yeah, we're in Browntown. Like there's not a single green thing around us right now. It is all just brown grass on so many hills and, and terrain and stuff. And it's all just brown grass that's, in a couple months it'll start raining and everything will turn green. And
if it doesn't burn down before that.
If it doesn't burn, yeah. Otherwise, it's black. So it's brown black. Yeah, it's a black and tan type of year here. But I always try to remind myself to like look up and like look at the sky, or like in a moment, because you can just get so just dialed in with what you're doing that you can forget to just take a moment to kind of like take in like the world, that's the things that are going on around you, and and maybe say hi to somebody, or not be just another typical Californian prick. So it's just reminded every time I travel, even when I was up in Washington last week, which by the way, I kind of glossed over it, but I've been to the Pacific Northwest. I think this is my 6th trip this year, and it has never rained. And
rained the whole time I was there.
Yeah. So everybody, talks about how like there's like months where the sun doesn't even come out, right? And it has never rained. And this trip, though,
would you always go in the summer?
No, I just started going in January. So from January to now, the first time it rained was some random day in August. We actually had to reschedule our company picnic that we were having for the team out there because it was going to get rain, and it wasn't even really bad rain. But it was just enough rain to like kept threatening to rain that it ruined the whole fucking trip, though. But that place is really green.
Yes,
that was really cool to kind of look up and do around there. But that was my whole thing on Portland. That what a jeez. Still,
yes, I heard that part.
Goodness gracious.
If one of our 6 listeners was from Portland, we're down to 5 or 4 now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I do not take it back. Not for 1 second.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I don't know, man. It's another crazy busy week for me. And I don't think it's going to cool down. We're still in the middle of this wave that's happening. Hopefully this is the last one, though.
Someday I'll get my jet skis back, and that'll be exactly when the temperature takes a nosedive and it stops being warm out, I'm sure. Yeah. So still waiting for that day.
And you're all booked up, or you're going to try to take some time this weekend?
I just need to prep like the voting surveys and all that shit, but that's probably going to be this week. So I don't. Oh, we might be camping this weekend, actually.
Oh, we'll come back Monday.
I'll come back. You don't want me to come back Sunday?
Well, yeah. Come back Sunday night, so we can do something Monday.
Okay. Why you? Oh, yeah, it's because it's holiday Monday. Yeah, I forgot already. Yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know.
Cool.
All right, man.
And then I do have to just get this straight here. You're trying to bust my balls on. You're an adult, a Disney adult, and I very specifically said that I can't get on board with you guys because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I do it too.
Like you glazed over it there. Like,
no way. Let me just set the record here, dude. I will be in that ship with you, with all of the less than masculine barbs coming our way.
I can do like a once a year. I don't think I can handle Disney more than once a year. Once a year. Yeah, because I went for 3 days in May, and like I don't need to go again until like next May.
Yeah, I haven't been since my daughter and I went last November, so I'll probably go again with her again. But again,
Kim's already talking about going again, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm done. I'm done for a while.
Yeah, but I don't despise it and think it's the poison of the world. Like,
no, we're not. So. We're not Ryan Chadbourne.
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan, I'm busting your balls.
That was good.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think that's it, man. That's all I got. Done boring these people, or these 3 people now.
Why do I always press that thinking it says boring?
You just say you're a Disney adult and you hit me with the boing. That's uncomfortable. I don't even know how to segue out of this. Like hit the outro.
I'm gonna delete that thing because
boing. Oh man,
you suck.
I need control of the board.
Yeah, but the board comes editing.
That's a wrap.